So when we talk to organizations about their refresh cycle, and we talk to them about what is it that's driving a lot of the refreshes within network servers, et cetera, what we see is consistent across all of the manufacturers is this process which they have to ultimately give a lot of control to the OEMs around when organizations replace. So just to kind of illustrate what that looks like graphically, let's just say this is dollars over time. What do we know about the OEMs? So if you are embarking on a new product here, the first thing that we know, point number one, is that the OEMs control the cost of the product. So if you're embarking on a new refresh project, this cost is ultimately determined by the manufacturer. What we also know is that underneath that, running in parallel, they'll also control the cost of the support. And for anybody that knows what those OEMs do, this typically trends in an upward fashion as the devices age around support. We also know that they control all of the timelines around that. So the first point in time that you'll start to see the products that are no longer available within the environment is when they become end of sale. And of course, typically that termination point for organizations is when the product then goes end of life. And so therefore, what we'll see traditionally happen is the next refresh project ultimately comes around. And again, going back to previous videos, if I was, as I have been in the past, working for the OEMs, if your cost of support here is 3 and the cost to support the new product is 1, you have that saving there of 2, so that justifies the move to the new platform. Now, all of this is consistent across all of the manufacturers, across Cisco, HP, IBM, Dell. And this process is what's controlling all of those refresh programs that are coming about. And of course, here, what we're now starting to see is security are asking for update for refresh programs to happen earlier, and because of things like end of vulnerability support. So the capital that you thought might have been, and obviously what people want to work to here is anywhere between 3 to 5 years. That process is actually the duration in which you can keep products in place is actually getting less and less. But of course, none of that conversation revolves around, is the product fit for purpose? Is it performing its role, et cetera, et cetera. So our business is about being able to break and change some of those models. Ultimately, we want to see the cost of a support actually decrease over time as the devices age. We've done the research. There is no reason why a device should cost more to support as the device ages compared to when it was brand new. If you look at the number of failures, they have a very well-known engineering curve called the bathtub curve, which talks about number of failures over time. And the bathtub curve which is around solid state devices always starts off with the most failures when the device is brand new, and then it gets into what they call the mean time between failure. And if you look at anything in the Cisco environment, for example, the mean time between failure of some of the switches have anything between 20 to 30 years. So why would they only give you the 3 to 5 years to use that product versus 5 to 7 years? So if you are within this sort of trap and you're looking to have a different conversation just beyond replacing and trying to spend capital to keep up to date, then we'd love a conversation with you.